What's up, people? JB the drummer, Charlie Guntier the guitar extraordinaire. Today we're doing something that I know you guys probably are not interested in, because I look at the analytics sometimes, and the age range of our channel is a matured age range, thank God. And I know no one listens to Demi Lovato like that. However, it has been a source and a topic of controversy.
Wow, did you say controversy?
And this is more. Listen, when we do videos on this channel, even if it isn't something that you might normally click, I think it's always good to click it anyway, just because we're gonna have some interesting conversations that will spawn out of it. So this is Demi Lovato. What's that say? Eat me, featuring Royal and the Serpent.
These are very I wanna be rocked.
Yes, exactly. This is a conversation we can really get into about that whole thing. There's a resurgence of these, 92, 93, 94 babies trying to bring the rock thing back into
into their flavor.
That
was previously kind of not really that vibe.
Let's have a listen.
Be more predictable, be less political, not too original, keep to tradition, but stay individual. Dirty but washable,
Quite heavy.
unstoppable. All that I'm hearing is you wanna make the impossible possible. Is this what you'd all prefer? Would you like me better if I was still her? Did she make your mouths water? I know the part I played before. I know the shit that I've ignored. I know the girl that you adore. She said it's time to fucking want. I can't believe you anymore.
She's swearing in that.
Indigestible, less of a spectacle, more one-dimensional. Try to be sexy, but don't be too sexual. Please be presentable, a bit more accessible. Get up on your pedestal, everyone's watching, so don't be forgettable. Longer hair and tighter clothes. Would you like me better if I didn't oppose? Silver platters, pretty bows. Fuck. I know the part I played before. I know the shit that I've ignored. I know the girl that you adore. She said it's time to fucking more. I can't spoon feed you anymore. I can't spoon feed you anymore. Dinner served, it's on the floor. I can't spoon feed you anymore. You have to eat me as I am. You have to eat me as I am.
Okay. Riffage. Oh, there goes is it Nina Strauss or Nita Strauss? Nina Strauss.
I know the part I played before. I know the shit that I've ignored. I know the girl that you adore. She said it's time to fucking more. I can't spoon feed you anymore. I can't spoon feed you anymore. Dinner served, it's on the floor. I can't spoon feed you anymore. You have to eat me as I am. You have to
Interesting. What are you saying, Johnny boy? Demi Lovato, huh?
Sticky one still. Not gonna lie, it's a sticky one still.
Here's a sticky one.
It's a sticky one still, because I know where both camps are.
Okay.
I know the purists are gonna be like, no. The real rockers, people, people that have grown up on this, I can almost feel their energy towards it, like the validity, the genuine nature of, you know, because what I've come to find out with, you know, listening to more rock music, and I feel like it's with any genre, you don't just hop from genre to genre. It's like when you become a skateboarder, you just don't skate. You become a skateboarder. Like your whole lifestyle changes when you become a skateboarder. You see things differently. You know, some people might see pavements. You see a obstacle. You know, your whole, you know, and it's the same thing with music. You know, you start listening to rock music, you get endoused with the whole culture. You know, grunge, you get you the way you dress changes. You know, you're listening to jazz and stuff like that. You start becoming a bit towards chords, like what chord is, you know, you get a very particular, you know. So I can really hear some people's arguments, the rock guys, like, she's not about it though. She's not about it though. She's not in these streets. She's not in these rock streets, you know. But to those guys, I'm not gonna lie, this was hard though. It's like the production, obviously she's got resources for days. Like you can hear it. I don't care if you want to dispute it. The guitars, the sonic sound of the guitars, and the bass and the music when it money has bought that sound. It sounds incredible. It sounds great, especially with the infusement of synths and the electronics. It sounds fantastic. It sounds beautiful. It sounds good. Texturally, it sounds great. Number one.
Right.
Number two, Demi Lovato, it has been proven her vocal, her ability to produce a vocal and perform is exceptional. It's been like she's a Disney kid. She's been trained. She's been doing this and doing it. You can't say anything about the vocal. The vocal is beautiful. Like, it is powerful. She's a great vocalist. She's got range. She can do...
she's a good vocalist, you know?
She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
She wants to do a ballad, she can do a ballad. She wants a Disney song, she can do a Disney song. If she wants to do this, she can do this. She is so... And that's why if you look at her discography, you can see there's so much she does because she can do it all. And again, I was a bit skeptical at first. How is she going to handle doing a rock vocal? But she's bodied it. She's done a great job. Where it lets me down a little bit is... I don't know if it lets me down, but it's lyrically. Obviously, some of the words are poking out. As I say before, when you're listening to a song first time, you're not going to ingest it all and you know, dissect it all. But lyrically, I was a little bit like... it felt a little bit, I don't know, a bit on the nose.
Okay.
You know, in places.
I hear you.
You know, it's a bit on the nose.
I hear what you're saying.
It was just a little bit on the nose. Like,
right.
I'm not talking Maynard level deception in terms of like quilting what the song is about. You know.
Right.
But there has to be a little bit of
mystique.
Yeah, let me
a little bit of yeah, I get you.
Yeah, it was a little bit on
What
the
is she
nose.
trying to say here? Like, you know, one of these type things.
Yeah. It was a little bit on the nose for me. And then obviously people get on me for talking about stylism or stylistic nature when it comes to songs and what you're seeing in the visuals. We watched the video. Obviously she's making a statement, choosing an all-female band.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I just be past all of that. I just want people to be chosen to play in a band for their merit and their ability to play. I'm not saying that she hasn't chosen these people on their merit and their ability to play, but obviously it's a clear visual sign. It's an all-girl band. We're doing that thing again. That stuff just bothers me. It's like, if the girl's better than the boy bassist, pick the girl, but don't go out of your way to, I'm the girl power, you know what I mean, girl band, I'm here. You know?
Yes.
Like, just don't do that. Like, if it's cool, then cool. But it gets a little bit for me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have a whole girl, but I didn't even like it when Prince. I think he did it, didn't he?
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did. But they were. I think they were kind of.
Were they a unit themselves?
No. Actually, I don't know if they were a unit themselves. I don't think so.
I think Prince did. I don't.
I think Prince kind of manufactured that sort of.
Yeah, I don't like the manufacture nature of it. Like, I'm just gonna get girls to play in this band. It's just like, stop it. Like, but okay, that's another thing. But it didn't feel visually. It was just like, But song wise, the song was great. The melodies were good. Again, lyrically, it just wasn't. It was too on the nose. It wasn't hitting it for me. But it was a great. It was a great rendition of her offering to the rock community. Obviously, this album 29, I think is what it's called, is in that vein. But help me, sir. There's a lot of like 90s kids trying to bring that vibe of what the rock was doing.
Well, yes.
And they're trying to bring it back, and they're trying to bring it to a new generation, you know? But for me, I feel like it's hard to push it forward for some reason. It always seems a little bit, not gimmicky, but like they're trying to be, you know what I mean? This isn't Demi Lovato. This isn't her at the core, because she's just become this person, this album.
I think this is I think this is her 8th or 9th album. I think it's 8th or something like that. And I like, well, you know, I don't know that much about her music previously.
Discography.
Yeah, I've heard certain stuff, heard certain singles and stuff like that. But like, you know, maybe there was some. I remember you saying that there was some slightly punk-ish. Yeah. Are we talking like very light
she had
pop punk?
She would do light pop punk with the Disney lot.
Right.
When she was coming out of her stuff, she'd done a song called La La Land, which was very pop punky at the time. It sounded great. So it's definitely been in her veins for a while. My problem is, rock don't even seem like this sort of, I don't know what genre you call this, but it doesn't even seem authentic anymore. It's like no one's really doing it from the grassroots and taking it all the way anymore. It's like at the minute, Afrobeat is the in thing. So now every artist is putting on an African accent and having an Afrobeat song.
I just pulled off my rings.
Even Selena Gomez has a song of Afrobeat artists. You know? It's like it's like with Demi Lovato doing this. My whole thing with art and artistry, it's like I wanna believe that this is true. You know, I don't want to feel like just because you can do everything, you're just picking what you're gonna do that day or that month for those 2 albums. I'm just gonna be a rock personality now, and now that's me. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I want it to be authentic. I want her to be like, it's the same thing with Willow Smith. She's in the same category. It's like you grew up in Beverly Hills in LA, you know, being waited on hand and foot. Rock and punk it's literally the opposite of what you've experienced in life. I can understand how you would want to identify with the struggle and the rugged nature, even if, because I've done my history, like Sex Pistols, you know, I've gone to the roots, and they will talk about the style wasn't birthed of, we're going to try and be stylish. No, they were rips in their clothes because they were at the bottom of the bread line.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? They were doing certain things because that's what it was for them. And then when you see these guys copy certain tropes, I'm like, but do you know that this was because of this? And you're not from it. Like, mold your own thing, but you're not gritty, and it's just not. So it's hard for me to believe. But if we're just going to take it on the product itself, the product was fantastic. But I don't believe it.
Okay. I have a few things to say.
Okay.
You know what? I agree with what you say when you say it's a bit on the nose. because it's like, you know, I mean, it's a big leap. It's a big leap because, you know, she's got the whole slightly offensive title of the album.
Yeah, the imagery, the Christian
imagery, exactly. The crosses on her hands and all that lot, and so on. The dark makeup, whatever, so on, whatever.
It's like, how do we make a rock album, a great rock album? All right, let's piss off the Christians. Let's get crosses.
I don't know what the issue is there. Like, I don't know.
Everyone does it, bro.
I mean, look, I wouldn't say Machine Gun Kelly went that far. I would say that, like, you know,
they love to flirt with it though. They love. I don't know what it is with some rock artists and trying to bring in Christ and the cross and all that sort of stuff. It's like, just leave it alone. There's some people that are doing it from a place, as I said before, like they've, you know, it's a play, but some people do it just to get that reaction, right, or the controversy, because she knows laying on a cross with her, you know, that's gonna cause controversy,
right,
you know.
right,
but I'm just like, but just be you. You don't have to do all of that. Just make your music. You know, you don't have to do all the black eyeliner.
You don't have to. I mean, look, there's boy, she's feeling all of that. That's that. You know, hey, shoot. You know what I'm saying? There's artistic. I believe there's art in the way that you
present yourself.
Present yourself and stuff like that. Of course. But
it changes too quickly, though, bro.
It is a jump. It is a jump.
I know someone will probably give me 3 albums she's done like this, but it's still too hard of a jump. You don't just jump your core of who you are from album to album. Like, you don't just, okay, now I'm pop, now I'm gonna do the art. It's like with Miley Cyrus when she went to do the hip hop thing and then she left again to go do country and then do the, it's like, that's not natural. People don't change that dramatically. Like, this is a dramatic change.
It is quite aggressive.
It's aggressive. You don't just, and it's always manufactured. Like, even with Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, it was literally night and day. It was Genie in a Bottle, and then it was dirty, ding, 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 dirty. It was literally, and it was manufactured. They were like, okay, now you're getting older. Let's put the titty clips on.
Right.
You know,
right. Let's see a bit of flesh.
Let's see a bit of flesh. And it just, and again, let's just, the song itself was a good song.
I can't knock the song.
It was a good
song.
song.
You know what I'm saying? Look, like I said, she's got great people on board. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was watching her live. I saw people like Maggie Rice,
great musicians, great guitarists.
There, you know. What I said, Nita. I don't know why I keep getting Nina Strauss on guitar. You know, without doubt, your stuff is going to sound on point.
Yeah, sounds great,
and it does. But
do we believe the story?
Do we believe the story?
Do we believe the story?
And boy,
that's the difference these days, you know.
Yeah.
That is, and this is my last point. That is the difference to any, you know, up and coming artist and stuff like that. Obviously, firstly,
take my gum out. Sorry, guys.
Firstly, music is a condiment. It's not the main course anymore. Obviously, we all know that. The main thing is audiences, being able to cultivate an audience. But if you are still trying to pursue being an artist and a musician or whatever, I think the most important thing to create a really strong fan base is just being authentic to who you are. You know, people see through the fakeness. People see, oh, you're trying to do the Afrobeat thing now, or you're trying to do the punk pop, the punk rock thing now. Just be authentic to who you are.
And not necessarily that I'm saying that she's not, this is not who she really was. Like, you know, maybe, you know, in the core of her all the time, she wanted to do this sort of stuff. And like, you know, it was the corporate music business was telling her,
stopping her,
no, we want you know, you just come off of Disney thingy. Like, let's do that song that you did. Like, I was like, you know, could be the case. But
But that's the problem when you grow up in front of everybody.
Right.
You know, we know what you were.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
You know, and it's hard for us. Unfortunately, it's hard for us to now change what we know of you to be you. You know, and it goes for Willow Smith. It goes for Jaden Smith. It goes for all these kids that want to be super. Oh, I'm, you know, down with the cause, and I'm in the trenches with everybody, and I've been oppressed, and I've been broke all my life.
Right.
When we just know that isn't the case, and you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The lyrics are just not touching me. Maybe they need to just be more authentic to how they grew up and how they lived. You know, you know, just talking about. And I always get confused. Why are they always trying to act as if they were part of the struggle, or we need to, you know, just. I was in Disney. I had a good job. I was accustomed to so many things. I think she does talk about, you know, her mental health and all that stuff in some songs. I'm sure she does, because there are some pressures that you would obviously have being a Disney kid and being in the limelight and stuff like that. But I would wish that artists just stay doing that. You know, artists that are, I mean, like Willow Smith and like this. Okay, so this is my last thing with Willow Smith and these guys that obviously are famous and have been famous from a young age and have had money and has not had struggles like everyone else financially. You know, I would wish that they would just tell their stories, instead of trying to retell stories that we've experienced or people that haven't had. Trying to, you know, tell those stories and we need to be so, you know, just trying to be the preachy person for us. And it's like, no, just how was it like your dad being the Fresh Prince?
I don't know if I really. I don't think I'll buy that sort of stuff.
I would buy that more. I would want to hear that story more than her pretend like she knows what it feels like to not eat because you don't have money. Or right now for me, where I'm like, am I going to Dixie's or am I going Chester's? Where am I getting my cheap chicken from? Because I don't even have bread like that. Right. You know, she don't. I could write a song about that right now. I don't want you to try and write a song about how it feels to not know what you're going to eat today.
Okay, I hear you.
Let's not get too deep on this one. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys.